So when I came here to CDD, that was the best decision I made, because I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy taking care of people. Just the idea of seeing someone smile when you smile at them.
We are here to assist them. And by us assisting them, we help them to achieve their tasks. We guide them and push them in directions that they need to go, to flourish.
I have did a lot of different jobs. I have been a construction worker. I have worked in restaurants. I actually worked in the medical field. I worked as a medical aid clerk. But I felt like I want to give it back. And then the job seemed meaningless in a sense. I physically help people who can't help themselves, and I get some kind of satisfaction out of that, because I'm doing something that this individual can't do on his own, or his relatives not willing to help him, and I'm able to fill that void.
Sometimes we just get so tore up over just the little things. These people that we care for, they're, like I said, they're so appreciative. You see some of these people, and they're in wheelchairs and they can't walk. Some of them can't even talk, but they're smiling. You can tell they're happy, and that should make us, be more appreciative of life.
I like to go out in the community and experience new things every single day. I need a DSP to help me out, do most of my things, so it would be very, very difficult without a DSP.
A typical day would be like me coming to work, I'm seeing the guys, they're happy to see me. They might ask what they gonna eat, what's for breakfast, if we gonna go on any more outings. And I pretty much lay it down what we're gonna do the rest of that day, and then we pretty much execute that and take care of that.
Well, I have to assist them when they're eating, because some of them can't feed themselves. So you assist them with them eating, with them dressing, giving them their food, and just giving them love. Just being there for them. If there's something going on, you make sure you call the nurse, because half the time they can't speak for themselves. Some of them can't speak for themselves, so you have to speak for them. So we'll call the nurse, but in the meantime, we do what we can to help them, to be there for them.
So we got a Jack's down in Town Creek that we go to quite a bit, and they've developed some friendships with some of the workers and stuff there. And then we go to Food Land over in Moulton probably about once a week, and they become buddies with a lot of the people like in the meat department and the produce department, and and they love just like going into the stores and shopping, and sometimes they'll bring their own money, and just being able to go through the line and make those purchases, being able some mornings to go to Jack's and purchase their breakfast, and and sometimes we'll get the newspaper, we'll buy a newspaper, and just stuff like anybody else.
They are special, and they just like us. They just do things differently. Yeah, and they just want to be loved.
Sometimes I like to go shopping too. I would like to go shopping like during the day, like to get out of the house and go shopping.
By direct communication with them, allowing them to be a person and have a voice, to me, allow them to have a more of impact in the community, because a lot of them be ignored by people. Like they try to communicate and people kind of just brush them off like they're not there, and it's very hurtful to them because they not being heard when they see everybody else being heard, and it makes them feel bad.
Well, if we go on an outing, we see other people out there, and they're able to, if they're not able to talk, but somebody can talk with them, and if they saying hi to them, and even though they can't talk, we can say, such and such a person is saying hi, you want to wave? And I'm able to, can I hold your hand so you can wave at them? So they can wave. We go in the community and they get to see other people where it's not like they confined to just one area. So this way they get to go out and be like everybody else, no different.
My favorite part is watching them achieve a goal that they have, or a task, completing a task that they have. they get so excited because you do something, they do something, and we praise them for it, and they put the biggest smile on, and and that means so much. It's the little things that counts.
I'm gonna be honest. This job right here ain't for everybody. If somebody is looking for something easy. If they're looking to get rich, you're not going to get rich doing this job. There are challenges. Sometimes your patience may be challenged or whatever. But we just have to sit back sometimes and just realize what we're working with. And just take it a day at a time. And I have a real strong faith in God. So that's what helps me through. I do a lot of praying and seeking the Lord and all that. And I try to just make the best out of every day. So, there's something good in every day. If you look, you'll find it.
One of the young ladies we had, she never did this kind of work before, and she was kind of overwhelmed and she was kind of scared. And I would show her little by little, take her hand, okay, this is what we have to do. You talk with them and you tell them what you're going to do and ask them if it's okay, and then once they say yes, but it just takes a little time. Eventually, they're gonna get used to you.
They can't just get up and go like we would, So we have to put ourselves in that position and see how they feel, because they get frustrated by little things that we take for granted.
Well, I'd like to have a person be good to me. I don't want one be mean and stuff like that. I ain't going to cuss nobody else. I don't want no person to cuss me. I'm trying to be kind to everybody.
Don't be nervous. Like I said, these are individuals just like me and you. They just looking for love. They just show it in a different way.
CDD is a really good company to work with. You have good people that works in the homes, and even if you're not sure, try it out. And with the people that's working in the home, they will help you.
Like I said, if people do decide to do this job, just be sure to make it about these clients.
If you're looking to join the CDD team, it's positive. You definitely should join the board. We need help. We need more good individuals who are willing to come to work, do a good job, and take care of these clients. If that's what you in to do, and you trying to make a little money, the sky's the limit. That's all I can say.